Hey Pixies! Today we are using CN Designer Dips Descent. It's a thermal. It changes, well here I'll show you. I did a quick test. So it's one of those like off-white grayish to black colors. So it's black when it's cold and it's the grayish cream color when it's hot. So that means it should be like, because of my skin, that grayish color at the bottom and black at the tip. Check that out. I wanted to make sure it worked with gel because I'm using my 2-in-1 Manny Boss gel base and gel top coat, 9-free, HEMA-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. And then I have my Beetles matte top coat. I'm testing out a new shape and length. I ordered Indigo Rue gel tips in short round, I think is what it was called. And so I decided to test it out because I'm probably going to be applying those once they come. And I wanted to see how I felt about this kind of shape. So I'm going to test it out for a few days. These I left square for now. I have my cuticle tool, which is a water marble tool from Amazon that will be linked down below. I have a duster brush. This is the Double Dip Mermaid one. And then some nail files and alcohol pads and a cupcake liner for my dip. I'm going to get started by applying the Manny Boss 2-in-1 to each nail. I have peel base on, so I have a polygel overlay. It's the same one as before. I just kind of shortened everything and reshaped it today, and then re-top coated with gel. And I applied my peel base. Today's peel base is Hollow Taco. We're going to pour over. All right, clean up your cuticle. Okay, let's cure. Now I have a new lamp, which I had mentioned several times, and I usually do bases for 30 seconds, but because this is a little bit of a darker color and it's a 2-in-1 gel that I'm using, so you can use it as a top coat. First of all, it's going to be kind of shiny, so it'll look wet. And second of all, I need to cure it a little bit longer, more like a top coat length, which would be 30 seconds. So just be aware, if you're using a 2-in-1, you'll need to cure it for however long you cure your top coats. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a second layer of the 2-in-1 to each nail. See, I got a little bit displaced right here. So we want to pat that down a little bit before we cure. See how there's a little bit of excess there? I must have got a little bit of extra gel right there. Okay, now I'm going to cure for the 30 seconds because of, actually I want to dip that side one more time. Did you see how that side was like super wet looking? Okay, I am going to cure 30 seconds. All right, I am going to cure. Also, just an FYI, that application took me like 15 to 20 minutes, so not bad. All right, I'm going to buff, file, and reshape. I hadn't shown you guys my filing in a while, so I thought it'd be interesting since I'm not used to this shape. Now, the only reason typically I would have done my shaping like around my cuticles and my tips first, but when using peel base, I find if I buff first and get the top good and then do the rest, it works out better because what can happen is you're like breaking that seal and exposing the edges when you file the sides, and then when you buff, it has more of a tendency to rip it off, then you have to glue it back on. So I've been doing my buffing first before I break those edge seals, and then going in and reshaping, so it tends to work out a little bit better. I'm going to use the Double Dip Black Gel, and we're not fancy around here. I'm gonna put it on some trash. And I'm just gonna put a little dab right on there. And then these are the same nail art brushes I've been using. This is a really small one. And I am going to start by just drawing a line. You saw me do these in my other nail art videos. And I want it to kind of be like the whole nail. Now, if you wanted to have a blooming effect, like with my roses that I did in my vampire nails, you would apply gel base first. With something like this, you probably want it to be more crisp lines though. But I found that the gel base was basically a blooming gel. So just drawing lines and kind of meeting them around the same point, which is the tip of my nail. And I have this really tiny brush, so that's what it looks like right now. Then I'm gonna take it, and this is kind of cool because I can like more explain to you what exactly I'm doing. So you want to do, if you're looking at it like this, it would be like an arch. So you're starting at the one side and arching down and back over to the other side. I know you guys always like my explanations, like an upside down heart or a V. So that just really helps me visualize what I'm doing. And I'm just going to do it on the side here, right off the side. And I'm like, since I have a line there, I'm continuing it. So like it goes like it's going to be like a continuous arch. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and do the others. This way, it's a U. So I'm going to take it straight across because I want to do this quick before the gel starts to smear and get goopy. Okay, and we're going to cure. See what I mean now that it's kind of shiny about the loopage, we'll call it. All right, I'm doing that same thing on this now, but I might do it at an angle. Okay, don't get frustrated with me, but I'm gonna file that off. I don't love it. I'm just gonna buff it off. So I'm gonna do this web like that, except at this angle instead of that one. I'm going to apply the Mani Boss 2-in-1, cure it 30 seconds. All right, guys, what do we think? I think it turned out pretty cute. It's going to take a bit for me to get used to this. Maybe I'll like it better with the gel tips from Indigo Rue because I might just not have them balanced correctly since they were longer and I just shortened them and then thin the top and reshape and the whole thing. So let's apply our cuticle oil. And while I do that, let me know what you think down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. YouTube will then recommend it to others. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can find me on Instagram or TikTok at Dipping Pixie. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday. And there we go. Got dirt on it. I think the matte top coat's pretty good from Beetles too. So let me know what you think. That's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.